Prediction Ascension Podcast. Hate me or love me, there's no in between. Fair Use News Nation. Diddy tied the sex trafficking suit. Yo, this is fucking insane, bro. There's no, Cassie did him in. Little Rod did him in. He got sex trafficking that he's worried about, right? If you're bringing in these illegals or whatever to have sex with them and stuff like that, once you cross state lines, it becomes federal. Now, HSI, Homeland Security Investigations, ran through his crib. The feds is part of that too. There's basically search warrants on the Diddy. This is the year of truth that no one's realizing. 2024. He better get the Cosby lawyer. Cosby lawyer, the R. Kelly lawyer. Because it's looking like they had King Combs and Justin on the fucking lawn in handcuffs, bro. They said Diddy wasn't there. This is the LA home scene that I'm looking at right now. This is crazy, bro. Like, it's not crazy. Diddy into some freaky shit. We already know we saying no Diddy now. Diddy playing with them little boys. Diddy playing with them boys. Sex trafficking. It is what it is. If you listen to Whack 100, DJ Academics, I'll tell you right now, Whack 100, he crazy. He's a feminist all the way through. Young Miami is not talented. He just told Young Miami to beat it. Now she out here selling shoes and all this fashion over shit that she brought because she ain't saved none of her money. It is what it is, man. Diddy set up, but she wasn't built for that life. She a hood chick. This is what it is. She told him straight what it was. He couldn't really push a lot of shit on her like he did Cassie. But the factor is, Diddy might be cooked on this one, man. You got Bill Cosby, you got Kells, now you got Diddy. Diddy might not be looking at no time, but he's gonna lose all his money, bro. They taking all his money from him. He used to be the gatekeeper. Like, I don't know what happened, man. He used to be the gatekeeper to the point that I don't know why he's falling under. There's a lot of situations. Harvey Weinstein was a fall guy. You got a lot of things that's a fall. A lot of fall guys in Hollywood and Hollyweird and shit like that. And then taking the sex trafficking loosely. So they taking out our black leaders and stuff like that. The Biden administration is full of shit. And this is what Trump wants when he wants to come back. He said he will ask for the death penalty for human traffickers and sex trafficking if you're caught doing it. That's why he shut down the border. And that nigga Biden needs to be charged with 10 million counts of human trafficking because he brought everyone in, and he needs to be put on the death penalty. But we ain't gonna get to that. That's why that Hunter Biden situation is quiet, because they got something else going on. That's why they put Diddy in the mix. There's a lot of shit going on. Listen to the newscast.
Through a lawyer reacting to this, what we're watching happening live. We will always support law enforcement when it seeks to prosecute those that have violated the law. Hopefully, this is the beginning of a process that will hold Mr. Combs responsible for his depraved conduct. I'm just thinking about Jeffrey Epstein. Didn't that start with civil suits?
So I'm so glad you mentioned that, because in this lawsuit that I just mentioned, there was a comparison to Jeffrey Epstein. There was one of the individuals that has been associated with Jeffrey Epstein. They said it was almost like the madam. They almost said she was like the Ghislaine Maxwell. And I remember that comparison stood out to me at the time. So hearing that from Miss Ventura, which, by the way, she settled her lawsuit with P. Diddy one day after it was filed. Now, having said that, I recall that the statements that were released after that were not saying this was a vindication and that P. Diddy is completely innocent, but that they, resolved their issues amicably. But she never gave up her contention that she was sexually assaulted by Mr. Combs.
So I'm just looking again at the pictures here outside his house. You mentioned why you believe the SWAT team is there, because he's known to have weapons. And it's DHS, Homeland Security. Do we know why they would be the ones investigating? I mean, I know they oftentimes do like child porn and those kinds of things.
If you're talking about sex trafficking, if you're talking about underage women, that is a concern. That is something that comes to my mind.
You see how I said child porn? Like it was just something, it could be like, oh, it's just the usual. It's not the usual, bro. This is what Trump was trying to stop. The child pornography, the sex trafficking, the state to state moving people. Roosevelt Avenue right here in Queens with the Venezuelans and the fucking Asians. They not understanding this. This is what I'm saying. This is what he didn't want this country to be. He wanted everything. If you can make your money on the side, trust me, they caught this motherfucker with 26 pounds and $3 million in cash in the fucking Bronx over here in the Norwood section. This shit is real. They caught a motherfucker in Indiana trafficking 76 kilos of marijuana. Yo, this shit is getting real. Somebody's out here telling, bro. And this is the year of truth. You can't get away with a lot of shit. We're going to find out a lot more shit with the solar eclipse that's coming up on April 8th. Hope you got your water and your food that you need, man.
You're also talking, I mean, we can see it here, a massive property. Massive. It is bigger than I've seen.
Yeah.
And what you're seeing here really is a possibility they don't know what they're entering into. And they don't know if there are secret compartments. They don't know who's in the house. And so obviously when you're attempting to go into a property like this, you would see that kind of massive effort. You would see multiple law enforcement agencies going in. And so that's probably, they have the resources to be able to penetrate and go into a property like that.
And they're also going into his house right now in Miami. At the same time, we've confirmed the search in LA, the search in Miami, but it's the Southern District of New York investigating.
Correct. And we don't know what they're investigating. We don't know exactly who they're looking into.
That's exactly what Diddy had that big ass
speculation at this point is that it is concerned with P. Diddy, a part of an active investigation. We don't know what the charges are or what they're associated. But right now, when you're entering these properties, it is, by all accounts, to arrest and to issue arrest warrants. And clearly they had some probable cause to believe that there is a criminal activity afoot there and that they're trying to either arrest some of the individuals there or try to get some evidence out of there.
You already seen it. They raided his crib, man. It's over. Diddy, you better get R. Kelly's lawyer. You better get Bill Cosby's lawyer. This is why Kelly's able to do the appeal right now. He might be looking at him coming home. Because they gave my man Kelly fucking 30 years. They gave Ghislaine Maxwell 20 years. Epstein got found dead in a jail because he had every secret that led back to Israel. All his secrets led back to Israel. Israel is the home Mecca of all this bullshit. No pun intended, saying Mecca. Mixing with the Jews and Muslims, but it is what it is. But the factor is, they're all in this plot together. Human trafficking and sex slaves mixed together. Watch the movie Sounds of Freedom. If you haven't seen Sounds of Freedom yet, you're living under a fucking rock. A CIA agent said he lost his two sons or his three sons, something like that, and he went on a hunt, and he actually freed 10 to 20 girls that was being sex trafficked. And he found out a lot of situations with the rich and elite. They will buy these females in impoverished neighborhoods and bring them over. Same thing with the kids. Charlize Theron, she's another scumbag that she's running around with two little boys that she turned them into little girls. They're wearing one-piece bathing suits and shit like that. Same thing with Madonna. That little Nigerian boy, he's gender fluid. He's wearing girl. He's from Nigeria somewhere. She trafficked that motherfucker. Oprah Winfrey's part of this shit. Harvey Weinstein, Ellen DeGeneres, all of them. Tom Hanks. They're all part of this shit. Gail Weathers. Every last one of them is part of this shit. And they could have caught who else I was just about to mention? It slipped my mind. But the factor is, this sex trafficking shit is real, and this is why everybody's being put on blast. Trump's coming back in November, and he's going to ask for the death penalty if you're caught sex trafficking or human trafficking. This is what he went through in 2017 when he signed the executive order, when he got in office. If you are caught human trafficking or sex trafficking, we will take everything from you. You will not have generational wealth. You will have nothing. And that's what he was going after. That's why all the elites, the deep state with everybody, Hillary Clinton, all of them, they're all a bunch of scuzz buckets. And this is Diddy. He's going to be another fall guy to keep everybody distracted what's going on for the next 2 weeks with the solar eclipse. We're going to see what happens. If it decides the biblical terms happen, you got the Archangel Gabriel comes down, Archangel Michael comes down. What knows? Maybe it's the raptures. You got rivers appearing out of nowhere in the goddamn deserts. You got the Euphrates River drying up. It's a lot of things going on, and this is the main thing. You can't keep trafficking humans to this day. This is not good. You can't keep the people enslaved to this day. The Sumerians, the Anunnaki, the Book of Enoch, it's all saying this, and biblical things are coming to fruition right now. There's new cicadas that came out. 2 cicadas come out. The cicadas are another form of a locust that basically evolved to cicadas, and they have locust DNA that they said these are the descendants of the locusts. The locusts are no more. The locusts are extinct. Now they're cicadas. It's crazy what's going on, and people not paying attention to it. They keeping us distracted with this Diddy shit. Diddy is not the fucking guy, bro. It's the fucking reptilians and the shapeshifters that's running this country, and they really leaving this planet. And the deep state is panicking. They are panicking because the reptilians are not welcome into this goddamn galaxy anymore, and they pushing them away. No one knows who's going to take forth the reins and stuff like that. Maybe the Naku is coming back. Maybe I forgot the other intergalactic group that's there that's watching over us. That's why they put all this shit in certain movies. That's why certain video games they put certain things. Russia was just attacked at a theater, stadium like, Coliseum like, and they put it in a Call of Duty PS5 game and a PS4 game with the Modern Warfare 3. It's amazing how this is going on, and they tell us these things so they won't violate intergalactic law. So now you got Diddy's being the biggest distraction now. Yes, he has certain things, but once 50 Cent said, shout out to 50, he said he could smell the sharks in the water. It was lawsuit after lawsuit after lawsuit. You're trafficking in humans from state to state, and this is what it is. Sex sells. Why do you think OnlyFans didn't get taken down yet? Because sex sells. It keeps the mind in a docile state of euphoria, to keep men and women in a certain state of them thinking they're doing better, or they don't think they need something. So now, this is why they say sex sells, sex sells, sex sells, because we're in a, why do you think they keep selling schoolgirl outfits and Romantic Depot or Amazon? The schoolgirl outfit is a fantasy that they want us to portray on each other so they can have pedophilia run rampant in our minds, that it's okay to sleep with young people. It's okay to exploit young people. It's not okay, bro. It's not. It's not okay to exploit young people. It's not okay to keep that schoolgirl outfit or that schoolgirl outfit as a sexual tool to entice men or to entice women. It's not. It's not okay. Your morals will supersede your position of your lust over children. This is becoming pedophilia, sex trafficking, human trafficking, slaves, sex slaves, whatever you want to call it, is bad. And America has to wake up. This is why certain countries don't play that shit, and this country actually dibs and dabbers in the sex trafficking and the actual pedophilia shit with the LGBTQ, them bullshit motherfuckers. This is what I'm saying. You can't push this forward. We don't care what you do in your bedroom, but we don't want you to indoctrinate the children. The children should be a certain age to make their simple choices on what they want to do. You motherfuckers has lost it. Diddy, you lost it, bro. It is what it is, man. Get you a lawyer, man. It is what it is. And you left your sons there holding the bag. Not the money bag, the bag. They was in cuffs. You was somewhere else. You're supposed to stand there and be like a man. Your kids ain't supposed to have nothing to do with that shit. But your kids is part of that fucking shit with Cassie too. That they was lacing drinks for you at the party. Got niggas acting real foolish. That's why certain niggas was looking at you crazy. Like, nigga, I ain't going to a party with no Diddy. Like Cat Williams said, nigga, Diddy wants to party. You got to tell him no. He said you got to tell him no, Shannon. He said Diddy always want to party. Gotta tell him no. To keep your version whole the way you want it to be at. And keep it virgin. Don't want nobody playing with your booty hole. It is what it is, man. Produce this podcast, hate me, love me, there's no between. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Help me out the algorithm. You already know. This shit is crazy. Look out for that clips on April 8th. Make sure you got your water, your toilet paper, or buy a bidet. I don't know what to tell you, man, but it's going down. The grid might just shut down too. It is what it is.